What's up, Bulldogs, and welcome back to another episode of Bulldog Weekly. I'm Ian.
And I'm Topher.
In this week's episode, we're highlighting a seniors football season, followed by the finale of our baby dressing game.
But first, here's Mr. Devoll, Mr. Carrig, and then another spin of the Bulldog Wheely.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rundown. Today is Easter Sunday. I snuck in a little bit early to get this out for everybody because we've got 5 days of school this week. Monday's the 6th and it's Mentor Day, but it's also the last day of Term 3. So it's kind of important for our students. Those term grades are important, all adding up to the end of the year. During Bulldog Block, we'll also have a junior class meeting, probably about 10 minutes towards the end. The rest of the week, 5 days of school with a really good event that I wanted to highlight. We have Credit for Life coming. First on Tuesday, it's going to be a session in Bulldog Block for our junior class. So what is Credit for Life? It teaches kids about financial literacy and things that we've heard over the years. Parents say, I wish you taught this, how to balance a checkbook, what does credit mean, all of how to finance a car loan, all of those things. Credit for Life. So it'll be the juniors on Tuesday. Friday is our senior session. The senior session is a really big blown out event with local businesses that come and help kids kind of think ahead and plan ahead. To give them different scenarios about life that may occur. For example, you've got your first job, but then your friend is in a wedding and you got to pay for the gift and all of those different curveballs that life has for you. So that's on Friday. So Credit for Life. 5 days of school this week, 2 of which will work with our students on financial literacy. Happy Easter for those who celebrate. See ya.
What's up, Bulldogs? Hope everybody had a good Easter weekend. The sun is out, it's shining. We're going to get all our games in this week. We're not going to have to move too much around. But the story of the spring so far is the hot start from baseball. 3-0 wins over New Bedford, Norton, and Friday at Wareham. So a hot start for them. As they look to add 2 more wins to that total this week. They've got games against Apponequet and Seekonk on Wednesday and Thursday this week. Good luck to them. Softball opened up on Friday with a loss over at Case, but a chance at redemption today. They're at Wareham. And then they'll also have Apponequet and Seekonk to finish the week Wednesday and Friday. Girls lacrosse, we postponed last week with Falmouth due to field conditions. That game's been rescheduled for this Saturday, but they'll open up today on the road at Somerset Berkeley. So good luck, girls, as your season opens today. Boys lacrosse, 1-1 up at Milford very early, end of last week. A tough loss to a very good Milford team, but right back on the horse. They went into Fairhaven and won at Fairhaven for the first time in quite a while. It's been a few years since we've won at their place. So nice to come away with a non-conference win against Fairhaven at their place. We'll look to the second pairing of that game much later this season. Girls tennis opened with Somerset Berkeley on Friday, rescheduled from Thursday due to the weather. They played Friday. What else is new? 5-zip. They are off to a 1-0 start with 2 matches this week. They'll have DR to start the week, and then they'll play later on in the week as well. Boys open tomorrow, finally. Boys haven't had their match. They have DR tomorrow, and they'll go to Dennis Yarmouth on Friday. 2 matches this week to get them rolling. We'll see how their season fares in its early stages. Unified Track also opening up this week. They have Apponequet here tomorrow, a home meet on a perfect day. Good luck to our Unified Track team as they open up their season tomorrow at 3:45 on our track. Track will also open up here on Thursday against Apponequet. So we moved last week's meet off a cold, rainy, crummy day with Case. We rescheduled that. They'll open up this week with Apponequet. Good luck, Track, as we get started with your season this week. Sailing, 1-1 on the season, a couple of reschedules, but they lost to Dartmouth, a very close match, and then they won down the Cape, which is great. They'll host Martha's Vineyard on Thursday. So if you're looking to get on the waterfront down at Mattapoisett Town Beach and take in a little bit of sailing, they're home against Martha's Vineyard on Thursday. Thank you to everybody who supported us through our spring fundraiser and Gold Athletics. I'm sure all the text messages and emails came in fast and furious last week. We did a great job fundraising for our teams, setting them up for success and continued success this spring. And as always, stay tuned to Arbiter Live for schedule changes. Follow us on social media, see who our players of the game are, and come out and see us. The weather's good. to join us for home games. So we'll see everybody on the field, and until then, go Bulldogs.
Thanks for the updates.
And now it's time to spin the Bulldog Wheely.
Let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 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 Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. Topher spins.
Free space. I feel it. Free space. Free space. Free space.
Oh.
Read most recent text. That's pretty dangerous because I have I did not check beforehand. Let's see what my. It's from ORRHS TV.
Oh, read it.
It's actually from here at ORRHS TV, giving me a heads up that there's a doctor's appointment at 10, and that Labby will be helping out today. Great stuff right there. After we graduate, I'm gonna miss playing football with the boys. Our captain, Henry Berry, had a phenomenal final season, so I put together an edit of some of his best moments. Let's check it out.
Looking deep over the middle, couple defenders there, and easily picked off. That's Berry with some room to run. They're not gonna get him there at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's gone. Pick 6 for Berry. The senior captain makes his mark on the defensive end. Nelson takes the snap. He's going to drop down to the pass here. He's going to the end zone. It's going to be caught and brought in by Berry. Touchdown, Bulldog. This one thrown all the way up. Nothing doing. Berry's got a second lick of the day. No one in front of him. He's going to take it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. 40-0. It's going to be a pass looking for his man. Going deep. He's got him.
Let's take it to the ground. Don't too many make it coming through our town. Looking for a detour, nowhere to be found. When the pressure's on, seems nobody's around. But I won't let them see me sweat. Yeah, it took a little time, but can't really be upset. Long way to the top, I can barely see the steps. Yeah, they sleeping on me still, but I barely need the rest. See me standing here, head high, face up. I don't need no x-ray, show you what I made up. Tell them I pay my dues and you could check the pay stubs. Never had a chance, so I had to go and make one. Say something. You could tell them that I've been through hell and back, but I'm home. Can't really complain when it's the life that I chose. Sacrificed it all and everything that I own. Say what doesn't kill me can only make me strong. I'm in the club, popping with my popping. All love, rocking off them chicks. Money. You ain't talking money, I don't hear. What be quiet? You ain't gotta touch my own feet. That's Skrilla, that's Skrilla. Boy, I'm about my Skrilla, I'm about my Skrilla. All my monkeys, we gorillas. Yeah, we gorillas. All my clutching, we some hitters. Boy, we some hitters. Birds on my timeline, call it Twitter. That's Skrilla, that's Skrilla. Boy, I'm about my Skrilla, I'm about my Skrilla. Nah, we with you. I'm coming through, me and all my boys smoking loud. I ain't hearing you. Kodak bring the noise. Every year, Christmas Day, I ain't wanna play with toys. Project Baby came from Hot Wheels to riding in a foreign. And my diamonds come from Tokyo. Yoin. Power high come from Tokyo. I call them Ching Choi. Money grow on tree. Can you show me where they grew that? You could have a fine that girl, you a switcheroo that. Boy, you know that. It's Lil Kodak. You already knew that. Buy my cheese, cheddar chip, that codeine, my medicine. Friend to know you, 1800 block, yeah, I represent. I got lots of guap, that's why I'm arrogant.
How I didn't know he was slimy, he was right under my nose. Had to pause the party, I just lost one of my. PS5 the case, but they gon' drop it if it's cold. Better hope they don't, cause if they do, them smackers at your door. Almost up on my clothes, it's finna fapping up close. Girl, you know they watching, stop reacting on my post. She said, boy, yo, you cocky, need stop flashing all them roads. Hey, we need to go get Julio, I'm tryna turn the up. She can't even dance, but I'm like, you go nuts. They said on your head, oh my God, so what? Look, take the whole thing, she a grown up. Dog said he hate the, but we showed her. love, Tryna spread my money, ripped up with my honeys. Fredo, that's my cousin, trapped together, so that's like my brother. Walk up out the bank and come back later and say I need more money. I really need to leave this alone, but I just keep on. You hit my back, but it really ain't that deep. You broke, how y'all won't smoke, don't even got no cheese.
Way to go, Henry.
What a season.
Last week, Topher and I blindly guessed our teachers and staff based off of their baby photos. This time, we were given the list of names and our answers were locked in. Let's see which of us got more correct.
Good afternoon, my name is Raphael Duart. I was pulled aside by Topher over to my left to come host this show of guessing the baby pictures of our teachers here at Old Rochester High School. And to my right, we got Ian. Okay, let's begin. We have our first image here. Who do you think it is, Ian?
I put down Miss Pillow.
Topher?
I agree, I also had Miss Pillow here. I think that facial structure looks very similar to Miss Pillow, and just the overall vibe of that baby, I think it's really giving off Miss Pillow and like some science teacher vibes, so that's why I went with Miss Pillow here.
Well, I'm going to let you know, both of you were wrong. Our first baby was Mr. Rochester.
Wow, that's shell-shocking stuff right there.
Okay, moving on to our second picture.
I think that's very clearly Mr. White.
I fully agree, that is definitely a Mr. White. You can see in the smile there.
You're both wrong again.
Wow, 0 for 2.
Is that Jenkins?
No, this baby is Miss Devoll.
No shot. Holy cow.
Moving on to number 3.
I said Mr. Beeson.
I fully agree, I also have Mr. Beeson here. 3 for 3, so.
So, you guys finally got one correct.
Let's go. That's big right there.
Moving on to number 4. What are your guys' thoughts?
I said Miss Ochoa.
I can kind of see where you're coming from, but I went Miss Vanoss here. I was kind of limited towards the end. I still had Miss Vanoss on my board. I could kind of see in the face a little that it looked a tiny bit like Miss Vanoss, so that's where I went with it.
Well, I really thought you guys were going to go on a streak here, but that is actually Miss Olsen.
Who?
Let's move on to number 5. Who do we think this is?
I put question mark, but
Okay.
now, after everything, I'm kind of thinking White.
I have high hopes this one is Mr. Jenkins. I'm really, really hoping this is a Mr. Jenkins pull.
Neither of you are correct. This is Mr. Kidney.
Really? Not looking too good so far, man. Not looking too good.
Moving on to number 6.
This has to be Miss Williams. If it's not, I will actually,
Yeah, I
be shocked.
fully agree. This is clearly Miss Williams right here.
Well, you both are, once again, correct.
Wrong.
Moving on to number 7. Lucky number 7, I guess.
I put Miss Totino for this one.
I'm going to be extremely off, but I put Miss Kennedy.
I guess it's not lucky number 7, because both of you were incorrect. This is Miss Bishop.
Wow.
I can kind
kinda
of
see it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's move on to number 8.
Okay, well, I put Mr. Rocher for this one.
I also put Miss Rocher. We obviously know that's already wrong because she already came up previously. That's so rough.
You both are incorrect. It is Miss Ryans.
I don't know what that is.
No idea. Never interacted, so.
Let's move on to number 9. What are your guys' thoughts?
I said Mr. Hood for this one. I thought maybe the phone was a nice clue.
I see where you're coming from with that, actually. I do see a little Mr. Hood in there, but I put Miss Janine. I don't really know her too well, so just kind of threw one out there.
I got sad news for you guys. Both of you are incorrect. This is actually Miss Therefore.
Intriguing.
Intriguing.
Moving on to our first double digits, number 10. Who do we think this is?
I said Senora Carrera.
I agree. I also said Miss Carrera.
And ding ding ding, you guys are correct. That is Senora Carrera.
That is big.
Let's move on to number 11.
I'll say Miss Camara.
I'll say Miss Butler.
You guys are, once again, incorrect. This is Mr. White.
What?
Yep,
You're lying.
that is Mr. White.
Where is he? In the background?
What I'm saying. In our first shoot, I'm pretty sure I said that looked like Miss Foster.
You said Foster, yeah.
That's a crazy difference.
We learn new things every day, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. Moving on to number 12. Who do we think this is?
Okay, for this one I said Miss Fath. There is a date in the corner that says 03, so I'm thinking it had to be a pretty young teacher.
I did have a last second change. I also do agree that is Miss Anita Fath, so I think it's pretty obvious with what Ian said with the date and everything.
Sad to say, you guys are once again incorrect. This is Miss Fenton.
Oh, she's young too.
That was a good catch to find the dates in the corner. Moving on to number 13.
I said this was Mr. Richard.
It is hard to decipher because that looks exactly like Gus Tallman. I will never let that go. That literally looks like Miss Tallman's sons. But I put Mr. Ashley.
Sorry, Topher, you got this incorrect. This is Mr. Richard.
Maybe you should know the paraprofessionals a little better.
Maybe I should. Holy cow.
Let's move on to number 14.
For this one, I said Miss Modes.
For this one, I said Miss Ochoa.
This one surprised me too. This is actually Miss Harrison. Both of you were incorrect. We're moving on to number 15.
Okay, for 15, I put Mr. Naylor.
For 15, I put a big fat question mark.
Could have took your shot in the dark because neither of you are correct. This is Miss Bishop.
Again?
I mean, she is listed on the back 2 times.
I
Two
know,
features
but-
is kind of crazy. That's getting a little aggressive there. 2 submissions.
Moving on to number 16.
For number 16, I put Miss Ribeiro.
I put Miss Fenton, which is very, very wrong.
Well, you never know. She could have put in 2 photos.
Clearly.
Well, both of you are incorrect. This is actually Miss Lavoy.
Oh.
Moving on to number 17.
I put Miss Wickman for this one.
I also put Miss Wickman.
You guys got correct. This is Miss
Yay.
Wickman.
Let's go.
Moving onwards to number 18.
I said Miss Dowdle for this one, but we know that she's already gone, so.
I said Miss Long here.
Neither of you are correct. This is actually Miss Trout.
Oh.
Really?
Number 19.
So this one, I know for a fact is Miss Grazer.
Freebie. Miss Grazer.
Yes, it is.
Yay.
It is Miss Grazer. Moving on to the 20s.
For this one, I put Mr. Ashley.
For this one, if you add the mustache on, that's clearly Mr. Hood.
I'm sorry, guys, but that is actually Miss Kennedy.
Miss Kennedy, I'm so sorry.
You had a mustache on?
Oh, my bad.
Let's move on to the legal drinking age of 21.
For number 21, I put Miss Fenton, but we already know that's wrong, so I don't know.
For number 21, I have Miss Harrison.
That's also wrong.
Yeah. But you guys never know. Some teachers might put 2. In this case, you both are wrong. This is actually Miss Vanoss.
Really?
Yes.
Now that you say it, I kind of see it a little in the face. That's my best friend, too. I feel criminal not getting that one.
Well, let's move on to number 22.
I put a question mark.
I have a feeling that one's going to be wrong, Ian, but I put Jolly Miss Millette.
Well, Topher, you might need to go visit her because that is incorrect.
Go visit her.
This is actually Miss Reedy.
Oh, I see it now.
Jolly Miss Reedy.
Jolly Miss Reedy.
Moving on to 23.
I put another question mark for this one. I didn't really know.
Wow, on a question mark streak over there. I put Mr. Richard.
Well, sadly, neither of you are correct. This is actually Miss Ribeiro.
Oh.
What? I don't even know what to say.
Well, let's move on to 24.
Okay, I put another question mark.
Well, question
These
mark.
like side profile ones, I don't know.
I also threw in the question mark here, so.
This is Miss Ochoa.
Oh.
Man.
Moving on, 25.
I put Jolly Miss Millette.
I had a question mark here, so.
I'm quite surprised, Topher, because this is Jolly Miss Millette.
Yay! Knew it.
I gotta walk in. What are you up by 2 now?
Moving on to 26.
And for this one, I put Mr. Devoll.
I have Mr. Kane here.
Ian, I don't think they're going to be putting the principal next to the vice principal, because that's incorrect.
Is it Kane?
It is actually Kane.
Yes! Finally, man.
Finally on the board, I
Catch it
guess.
Wow.
Moving on to 27.
Okay, I put Miss Cabral for this one. Now, I don't know how likely it is that they'd put those two together.
That is very true. I put Miss Reentz.
I wonder if you guys have ever taken art classes, because this is a quite autistic baby. This is Miss Butler.
Yeah.
Don't really know my art teachers too well, never taken art, so not surprised I didn't get this one.
Okay, moving on.
I put Mr. Jenkins for this one. I think it looks like him.
I put Mr. Kidney, which we already know is wrong, I'm pretty sure, so taking another loss here.
This teacher really looks at his health, because this is Mr. Jenkins. Ian is stretching their lead.
Yes.
I'm getting smoked right now.
Yes,
By
you are.
2 over there.
Moving on to 29.
I think I'm pretty confident in this one too. I put Miss Brunel.
I also put Miss Brunel.
Well, ding ding ding, both of you are correct.
Yay.
Nice.
Let's move on to number 30. 15 more to go.
For this one, I took a shot in the dark and I said Miss Dory.
I also took a shot in the dark with a question mark.
That's not really a shot in the dark, but we'll go with it. This is actually Miss Cabral.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Not seeing it.
I can kind of see it in the eyes, but I've never had her, so
I've had her for 2 years and still don't. Not seeing that.
That's
embarrassing.
disappointing.
That is quite unfortunate.
Okay, let's move on to number 31.
I had Mr. Kidney for this one because I thought it looked like his son, but you know, that's not right.
I had Mr. Naylor here.
So for you, pulling Ian back. This is Mr. Naylor.
Let's go. That's my guy. Gave me the math award. One of my favorite teachers. Shout out Mr. Naylor.
Moving on to number 32.
For this one, I said Miss Lavoy.
I had Mr. Jenkins.
Sadly to say, neither of you are correct. This is Miss Dory.
Really? Another one where I don't see it.
Her whole face is enveloped in like a sunflower.
That is
so.
very true.
Moving on to number 33.
I said Miss Kennedy for this one, but we already know that's wrong.
I put Miss Rivera.
Well, both of you are incorrect. This is Miss Deegan. Moving on.
This one I know, Mr. Silva.
That's my guy, Mr. Silva.
Well, this one did give you a little hint. It is Mr. Silva.
Hooray.
Nice.
Moving on to 35. 10 more to go.
For this one, I put Miss Fox.
I put Miss Reentz.
Topher, you're losing now by a lot. Because this is Miss Fox.
Yay!
I gotta have a generational comeback in these upcoming babies.
Moving on to 36.
For this one, I said Miss Morel.
I also said Miss Morel. Play on words because she's an English teacher. Looking into the mirror, mural, Morel. Miss Morel.
That's a very good analogy, Topher, because this is Miss Morel.
I
Yay.
knew it, man. I knew it.
Moving on.
I put Miss Ryance for this one.
I put Miss Dowdall.
Well, you guys might be getting called to the front office soon because that is Mr.
Devoll.
Devoll.
It looks just like him
Are we
now. I can see it.
Yeah, now I
Oh,
holy
shoot.
cow, man. That's an unfortunate miss right there.
Moving on to 38.
I put a question mark.
I put Miss Butler.
This is Miss Mogulnicki.
Oh, it does look like her too.
It's there. I had an art teacher.
Moving on to 39.
For this one, I put Miss Biscoe. It's not her. Or maybe she's in here 3 times.
3 times could be, that might be the play. I had the Miss Cabral, but we already know that's also false too, so.
You guys actually said this teacher as your first guess. This is actually Miss Pillar.
Oh.
I can see it a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Let's move on to 40 with 5 left.
For this one, I put Miss Butler. I thought, looks like the kids dancing, might be very creative, but wrong.
For this one, I put a swaggy young Mr. Devoll, but we already know that's wrong too, so let's see who it is.
This is Miss Camara.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Moving on to 41.
I put Miss Vanessa for this.
For this one, I put Mr. Barrow.
Once again, you guys are incorrect.
Did you put Ribeiro twice?
I'm pretty sure I did.
This is actually Mr. Tino.
Oh.
Let's move on to 42.
For this one, I said Miss Harrison, but we know that's wrong again.
For this one, I said Miss Dory.
Well, neither of you are correct because this is Miss Fath.
That is not Miss Anita Fath. Holy cow.
Let's move on to 43.
I put Kane, but I think it's one of the two IT guys. It's either Ashley or Hood.
I put a big fat question mark, so...
Well, Ian, you were close with your new guess. This is actually Mr. Hood.
Yeah.
We are moving on to 44.
Okay, so this one I know. I was told by Miss Lawn herself. This is Miss Lawn.
I had Miss Fath here. Already know that's wrong.
Well, Ian, you are correct. This is Miss Long.
Thank you, Miss Lawn.
Moving on to our final photo.
Okay, well, Mr. Ashley?
I was lost in the sauce here, so I put a question mark.
Well, it is Mr. Ashley.
Yay.
It's a blowout, man. It's a blowout.
You didn't have Mr. Ashley for the last one?
No.
Okay, alright.
I had a question mark.
So we've come to an end of our list of 45 teachers, and I've got the final score. Coming in second with a score of 9, we've got Topher.
Woohoo!
Wow.
And winning it by 3 points is Ian. Congrats, guys.
It was fun and so much harder than it looks.
And shout out to Raph for being our host.
Teachers and students, if you'd like to have something filmed and shown here on Bulldog Weekly, let us know.
And be sure to check out ORRHS TV to see everything else we film here, like sports games, town events, and more.
That wraps up this week's episode. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm Ian.
And I'm Topher,
And this is Bulldog Weekly.